Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Nicolas Aguzin.
I mean, it was Monday, my first storm at the exchange. So Monday morning, so they called me, oh, we cannot open. And I was like, we're not opening? And I was like, okay, what's happening? And of course, now we're much more linked into a lot of other places. We're linked into China, we're linked into the rest of the world. People need to hedge, people need to do certain things. And we're coming out of COVID. So people were used to operating from home. So, I mean, the first question that I had was like, oh, should we leverage everything that we've learned to find a way to see how we can continue operating? The next 10 years, we're going to see what I call the big bang of finance. I want to make sure that there's continuous dialogue between East and West. I want to make sure that there's increased connectivity, that we continue to push that. And then if you add to that some other developments, such as Greater Bay Area, 70 to 80 million people, almost $2 trillion of GDP in this area. And then when we talk about areas like, for example, healthcare, biotech, second hub in the world, that will attract so many PhDs over time. What I would love to see is more being done in terms of companies that are actually based in Hong Kong and leveraging intellectual resources from Hong Kong. If you look at any indicators, including the amount of transactions that are settled in renminbi, or if you look at the amount of renminbi being used, I saw in The Economist, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, it was just a chart indicating the amount of renminbi held as reserves by different countries. It's slowly going up. I mean, it's still 2.5% or something along those lines. So it's been increasing. And I'll just mention two. I mean, one, in certain ways, there is a bit of a concern around the usage of the dollar to kind of affect certain policy. The second one, which for someone that knows about inflation, I'm from Argentina, so I mean it's like
Oh no.
I have a PhD in inflation since age 5. So some of the megatrends, ESG. We're right next to the biggest emitter in the world, carbon emitter in the world. So in a way, the possibility of creating an exchange around climate-related products is just gigantic. And things like digital assets, for example, that's maybe interesting as well. I just don't care just about my piece of the pie. I care about making sure that the pie continues growing.